Good morning and welcome to Carnation Crafts. A little bit of a surprise for you this morning. I'm going to be here with you for the next two shows. So we're talking right now and then we're talking at 1 o'clock. So we've got plenty to look forward to. If you didn't see any of the shows yesterday with our lovely Laura, then we have got a chance now to show you one of the latest launches that we are bringing to you, which is the Floral Whispers. It's a beautiful collection with absolutely everything in it. As you can see, you're going to make your main components in there. You've got your structure for your cards, you've got your embellishments, you've got the florals to this as well, and also the little squirrels in there too. But do remember, this is a special show price. It should be £139.99, but today with the special deals that we're doing for you, it's £99.99, which gives you that phenomenal value. Item number is 250201. But as an extra bonus, if you actually purchase the full collection, as you can see in the background, you will then receive, obviously when you download it you will get your vignettes anyway, but we're adding in an extra set of vignettes for you which are worth £9.99 in different colorways. So this collection is going to take you all the way through. You even get in the full collection the magnets as well, and they make it extra special. So if you're wanting to make beautiful three-dimensional projects like this, this is going to be the collection for you. The Floral Whispers, already 40% when this was launched yesterday, has already gone, so make sure you're checking out those baskets before you miss out. But what we'll do, as always, we'll go all the way through the boards to show you exactly what you are getting. So let's show you the boards. Here we go. So first of all, you are going to get the main base that you can use, but again, this can actually be used as a plaque on any of your cards. Then you're going to get these fantastic baskets as well that you can use, or you can turn them over. You can use them for planters and things like that. You will also get these fantastic little trunk boxes in there too, and you're going to get the vine in there, which is going to be so handy for all your projects for you to be able to use. Then as we move on, this is the main frame. Now you'll notice with the main frame you've also got two different designs in there as well. Then you've got the different hanging pendants, so you can hang them at different lengths, and also if you want a singular one or a double one as well. Then you've got the accent, which will actually then help. This obviously folds together, and this then will give you the base for the inside of your card if you're wanting then to attach the little trugs that we were showing you and everything before. But you can see with the pendants, this is what makes it dangle in the inside of your cards. And you do remember, you do get the magnets with the full collection as well, so do remember those two. And if you just buy this card shape, everything is there for you. Now then, you are getting the beautiful hearts, which are going to look incredible on any project. I know Valentine's Day is only a couple of days away, but you know, there'll be other occasions where you need that little bit of love. So Mother's Day, you know, things like that, anniversaries, this is going to be great. Great as a standalone, but great as a filler for your embellishments as well. So add that one in. Then next for you, we've got this beautiful and really regal diamond shape, and this has got all those beautiful details. Then you can cut into it and make it into corners if you want to be able to do things like that, but also if you just stack them on a larger card all together, white on white, it looks very classic. So really pretty to add those in. Then next up for you, we've got our characters as always. And remember, all the artwork you see is all hand drawn as well. So it's very bespoke to everyone here at Carnation Crafts and the team. You've got the two little squirrels, one like, you know, looking down, interested to see what's happening, and the other one reaching up. He could be reaching up to the flowers, he could be reaching up to his little friends. So we have got the highs and the lows with that one. The next for you, we have actually got the lattice labels, and this is such a useful piece. If you feel sometimes with your sentiments that they're just floating, you need them grounding, these extra pieces that have now been put on work so well. And with this, it works really well with the trellis design that you have got in your artwork. So if I just bring this in, you can see there, and I'm giving you a sneak peek of something else that's coming up, but you can see how just by adding this into the, you know, mix is going to give you that lovely platform for your sentiments as well. You can use it landscape or portrait depending on how you want to use it, but you can use it both ways. Now this is my favorite bit, amongst the rockery. Now this is going to be a collection that you can use with any of your others, because you've got the grasses in there, you've got the little baskets in there, even the little eggs in there. Two different types of birds, one, well, same bird but looking different ways in different poses. Then you've got your strawberries, you've got your blueberries, and you've got your rocks as well. But just remember all the classic dies that you have already in your Carnation Craft stash. This is just to enhance it even more. Then as we move on, we have now got the Left to Thrive, and these are the most beautiful florals. You've got like the thistles in there, you've got the grasses in there, you've got the daisies, looks like little carnations, and the poppies. And they've really got long stems. So if you want to thread them into the trellis, you want to snip them, because sometimes we are just stuck with one length. This is great because it gives you snippability, it gives you creativity because you can mix those together. But just remember, if you purchase the full collection, you will actually get then a second colourway of the vignettes for you to be able to have as well, but that's only with the full collection. 250201, and the show price is $9.99. So have a look at those. Now we have also got some dies on the show, and these are the actual card shapes. Now these are the fantastic flowing edges, and they really are. I'm going to hold it like that so it doesn't flare for you. Now with this, you can see you've got the rectangles, you have got the circles in there. No, you've got the rectangles, sorry, I don't know what I'm saying. You've got the circles, you've got the DL in there, then you've got the square, you've also got the oval edge, and you've also got the diamond. Now, these are great size. I'm going to show you the boards in a moment, but you will also notice you've got a straight edge, well, a straighter edge, and then you've got this decorative edge. So let me just show you the boards. You will get all of those sets in the one collection, which is phenomenal value. The show price is £109.99, 250210, but everything is there in that collection. Now let me just show you one of the boards so you can see exactly what I mean. They are a great large size. You've got the outer edge for your mats and layers, because there's nothing worse if you've got a fancy edge and then you cannot add to it. And just to show you as well, because you've got the flowers, this is where then you can be threading bits into the gaps. You can be utilising that, you can work in with it. And I think it's always nice, and I do think we are really ready for new sets of nesting dies. So this is going to give it a different feel, a little bit more rustic. So if you're wanting to cut it in your perfect papers or in craft cards and things, it's going to look a little bit more organic as well. But like I say, if you want to get the Flowing Edge Frames collection, you will be getting all of the 5 sets, and they are all of a large size. So again, using it as your main card blank bases. £109.99 for those. But let's show you how it all mixes together, shall we, and how it all works. Now with the samples, like I say, have a look on social media. There is a lot of beautiful samples available on the Facebook group, so do have a look at that. But look at the detail. You're getting the double-sided vignettes, so you're not worried at any angle. This card looks beautiful. You have got all that detail in there, utilising the squirrels. These are the circles that were in the collection I was just showing you. But look at some of these cards. Look how incredible these are, and they just give that magical touch. You can see the different shapes that we've got on there using the main collection that we've also got on the show. You can make and sell with these as well, so do remember there's the DL one, but look how that gives a beautiful aperture, a beautiful structure to your cards. But again, working with all of your Carnation crafts. Just think as well with these, it's literally to enhance what you've already got and just make your cards look a little bit different. So if you're in the market for looking for different collections, this is really going to work. I'll show you some now from the main collection as well, just so you can see that. But that's the main collection and you can see that. Now, Christine has asked, sorry, I do apologise, is so you can post this. Now, with this, you can fold all of the ones that we've shown you, and even with this one, if you've got a large DL envelope, you can pop it in there. But also, if you wanted to, I would honestly say to you, just make a little box and just put that into there, and that will look absolutely beautiful. But all the other ones, these are a standard size, so you will be able to get standard size envelopes to put them in. So I hope that helps with those as well. But as you can see, an incredible collection with the Floral Whispers. This is really going to elevate your cards and give you something different. You imagine when you're walking through and you are making and selling these on your stands and things like that, or even on social media, you might have your own little, you know, shop that you sell bits on. You can make and sell with this. As long as you're making with it, this is going to be absolutely phenomenal. So do remember to have a look on the website and things. But obviously, if you are replicating any of the cards that the design team done, please give them a credit. You know, that's how we do it at Carnation Crafts. It's all about giving back to the designers. But yes, you can copy them like for like, and any of the cards that I make, exactly the same. Now, rather than talk about it, let's make one, shall we? So just let me grab all the little bits. There we go. I've got them out ready. So I've put all the bits in the bag ready, just to save a little bit of time. But you know, when you're at home, and like when I was prepping at home, I like everything laid out, all the bits, all the accessories. I like everything so I can see exactly what I've got and where it's going to work, how I'm going to use it. So never commit to the stick. Always have a little bit of a play around first. And remember, there's lots of glues, adhesives and everything else on the website. So do have a look on there as well. So just let me just tidy this up. Like I say, it looks like I've got a lot of bits. Maybe I have. But it will all come together when we do it. So let's just make sure I've got the pieces here. I did have a little square piece as well. I've lost one already, but it'll come together. We'll find. If I've lost one little piece, it's not detrimental because I've got all that many little bits out here. Right. So with the base, okay, this is the base for your actual plinth on if you're wanting to make the 3D card, okay? Now, I'll be honest with you, you can just cut one layer, but me being me, I always cut 2 layers because I like the base layer to be really, really strong. There is 350 GSM glue available on the website. I'm just using a little bit of my everyday glue because I find this gives a super strong bond when I can get it to come out. It's been in my car, so bear with me. And I can't get it to come out. What have I done? I've unscrewed it. Watch me squeeze this and it go everywhere. Just let me grab my other one. There we go. So let's get this coming out. There we go. And you can see now we have got the glue. I like to put, you know, you don't have to use too much, but I do like to put some on to make sure then, hang on a minute, I've done that again. I've glued the wrong side. I'm having a moment. I'm having one of them days, team. So what I'm going to do is pop that on top. So we're going to glue that together, and obviously that's called lamination. So that's going to laminate it and give me a bit more strength and rigidity at the bottom of my card. When you're putting this together, you need to be having the main like long ways. There will be videos online and things like that to show you how to do this, and you can watch all of these back. Now these are the vignettes that you're going to download and use. If you get the full kit, you will get a second colorway. Now I always just like to position it out a little bit first so I can just kind of see, and you'll notice one will go one way, one will go the other, and make sure you've got your base the full length there. Okay, so then all I'm going to do then is start bringing in, and I'm use red liner tape. Red liner tape is going to be your best friend because this is going to give you that instant adhesive, you know, on your projects. Plus as well, you know, it's really reinforced and stuck. So all I'm going to do is just take your card base to the actual base. Take that there like that and just line it up. Okay, I personally line it up with the bottom corner there, so I know that works. I don't line it up with that one because I find personally it angles too much, so I do it this way. Again, red liner tape, and do this the other way, okay? Again, I'm lining it up with the corner rather than this corner, if that makes sense to you. So again, take the base to it. Don't try and take this to this, because it won't work. You need to be using it like so. And then this will cross over and give you that real beautiful artwork. Again, you can put a base on the bottom if you want to cover that, but you can see already then, this will then crisscross and it gives you the shape that you have been looking for. Now start matting and layering. These are the perfect papers that are with this collection. I'll just bring these in, I'm just going to give you a sneaky peek. Floral Whispers, available on the website. You're getting 6 colour variants in there, all 300 GSM, but beautiful, $14.99, and they are on there as well, and they're 250, 220. Beautiful tones, got little tiny dots in there and all sorts. So do have a look on the website when you're perusing through, picking out all your goodies. So I'm just going to mat and lay this into the center like so, and we're going to start building this up. So hopefully then you are already purchasing yours. I know a lot of people have had notifications to say that they're on the way, and you know, things like that. So thank you for being with me this morning. It's lovely to have you all here with me, so thank you. Our little Laura's having a little rest, bless her. We've had a few busy days this week, so she's having a little rest. Now this is part of the artwork that comes in the collection as well, and me being me, I just liked it because I could use it slightly offset, but it decorates the center of the plinth of here as well. I'm just going to, this is Repeated Beauty, this one. I'm going to use my little glue applicator, and I'm just going to put a little tiny bit of glue, because there's nothing worse if you've got pieces like this and you're trying to glue them. So having this will make it so much easier for you to do so. So I'm just going to offset that. So you can see it's not going to catch on the bars, but it just adds that beauty to the center. Then I'm just going to use the piece that I was showing you on the boards before, and it's got like a little tag at the bottom. So remember, that's your anchor piece. That's the bit that's going to stick down and sit down to make sure everything glues down. And then these have got the pieces. So when it's together, it gives you that little box. So then you can attach things to it. So again, I've used red liner tape because time frame wise, I want to make sure this is fastened and on. But if you've got time at home, obviously your wet glues are going to be fine, but I just like that instant grab. So this is why I am working with this. Then we can do the pretty bit, as we call it. So I'm then just going to sit this just in the center like so, and that is going to sit there, okay. Now, this is where we get the interesting bit. I want the basket, the hanging basket, to dangle, okay. Now when you get this and you die cut it out, you'll notice either side there's an indentation, and I want you to squeeze that in, and that actually, so it's like a little V shape. Can you see? It's like a little V shape, and that then is just going to move that in a little bit, and then you can put your tape on either side, and that will then make it hang better. But before we do that, what I want to do is just take my basket, and I want to add a few little glue drops to this. Let's use the applicator, Dawn applicator, and then this then will make sure that this glues and is setting while we're doing the next bit. So try and work in phases, try and do little bits at a time. And because the vignettes are all double-sided, if you print them out and fold them over, they are just phenomenal. So I'm just using that one, and just make sure you do it so it's actually level, otherwise it's not going to hang level if you don't put it on level. Top tip there. Just a standard, but you know, we like to make sure. Now in this one, you will also see at the top I put red liner tape. This is where the magnets come in. You actually get 30 magnets in total, so that means there's 15 in there. If I can get it open, there we go. Now do remember, if you 15 pairs, sorry, so you can make 15 of these style of card. Now with these, obviously, please don't start pulling them apart. Slide them, slide it off, and you'll find it a lot easier then, because you don't want them to jump. But you can see already these are jumping together, so put one either side. How we're going to fasten these, don't use wet glue, it needs to be a red liner tape, okay. So taking your red liner tape, take your magnet, position this onto there, and then I've got one of the pieces and I'm going to cover it over. Like I say, when I find the other bit, I will put that on the other side as well. But at the moment, I don't know what I've done with it. I'll be honest with you. So popping that onto there, that is now hidden. It's neat, it's tidy, and it looks fantastic. So then all I'm going to do is add the opposite magnet. So obviously make sure that they stick together before you put them on. And that is then to secure that bit. Like I say, I don't know, hang on. It'll probably appear in it when we get lower down in the bits. So, but just to show you, that automatically grabs each other, and then you have got that fantastic magnetized closure on there. So already we've got the shape, it's starting to come together, and it looks beautiful. Now I like to work with it this way because I like to see what I'm doing as well. Now because we've put the magnet there, I can now fasten on the basket bit. So I'm going to add my basket, and I'm going to pop this onto here because I like to put my flowers in once it's hanging, because I can't visualize how I want it otherwise. So all I'm going to do is just put that in there. So that is now fastened and stuck in there, and that is nice and neat on there too. Now let's start building this up. So I've got my squirrels, I've got everything else then to start layering this up. So first of all, I want to add in one of the baskets that we've got. So this is going to sit on the front here. So just building it in with some of the rocks and everything that we've got. Let's bring these all in and we can start to decorate. So this is the fun bit now. I would honestly say to you, take your time. Do not rush this. And if you want to have a little play around first, that's what I did with mine. I have a little play around, making sure where I wanted it, how I wanted it to look and sit, and choosing your colours as well. So I'm just attaching this. You will see a bit more in a moment or two when I start turning this round, but I just want to show you to start with. Same with the rocks, always give them a little bit of a crease and a movement in there as well, which I do, and that then will just bring this to life. I've got some of the grasses as well, because they are going to sit in there too. So let's just add a little bit of the grasses. Again, a little bit of glue. You don't have to worry about this. This is just all going to start coming together quite quickly. And if you're worried about design, don't worry, because these are supposed to look like natural flowers. Natural, you know, wild flowers a little bit that you'd have growing in your garden and things like that. So that is going to work like that. So you can see I'm starting to build that piece up there. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll work this way then so you can see that what I'm starting to do with this as well. So bringing in a few more bits, let's do this. I'm going to start adding in some of these beautiful blueberries, and all I'm going to do is stick them behind the little basket that I've got there. Can you see? So this is then just really working these in and starting to give this a bit of a base in there as well. But because again, double-sided, you're not going to see the glues and everything else. This is just all going to sit really pretty in there. I can start adding in extra bits, like this is the nest, but I sometimes like to put that on the basket because then it just looks like it's decorating the front of there as well. So you can see I'm no florist, believe you me, I am no florist, but like with this, it's so easy now to take the flowers that I like, and even from your other collections you might, can you imagine if you've got, like, I know Christmas is gone, but you've got Christmassy bits, you can start adding those in. You could change this and make it more Easter and things like that just by adding in your different collections that you've got at home. So just working this in, hopefully you can see you'll have more time. I'm just quickly putting this together so you've got a little bit more time, because obviously I've got a lot I want to show you today. So that's that bit. So I'm happy with that, just decorated in there. Can you see? So that's starting to come together. I'm then going to start adding a few florals to my hanging basket. So I'm going to move this round again. And this is now where we start to add these into here. So I'm going to take my little applicator. And what I tend to do with this is just add a little bit here. If you wanted to, you could put a secondary hanging basket on the back as well if you wanted to. And then what I do is then cut away, because there's nothing worse if you cut it too short and then you realise that is a bad place to be in, believe you me. So I can just take these now and I can cut bits away, add them in, and it just starts to come to life. But if you want to leave the hanging basket empty, you just want the little birds sat on it, you can do that as well. You don't have to add in as much as I am. But if you're printing out your vignettes, you're going to want to use them. If you're like me, I get them all out and then I think, oh, I want to use that, I want to use that. and you've got so many different pieces. It's just so nice to add all of these in. So I'm just going to loop that over, and again have bits hanging over the edge of the basket so it looks more realistic as well, and you've got that little bit more movement. Again, I've got one of the little baskets. I'm just going to add that to the front. So again, it's the layerability. It's adding in the layers and the dimension to make this work. So just carrying on, and don't do your flowers all the same way. Do some the opposite way as well, like this. So you can see I've got flowers going both ways, and that then makes it more fuller. So we'll leave that for the time being because I want to start then decorating the outside. So this is where now I can take this and again put it together, but if you want to do it in stages, you can do it in the stages as well. I'm just going to put that there like that because it's trying to lay it down and show you what I'm doing so you can see. So now I have got some of the longer pieces. I've got the strawberries. Let's bring the strawberries in. I love these. Look how pretty these are. So again, just adding a little bit of this onto the front. I've also got my daisies. I want to bring the daisies in, but it's all about the same colours. If you want just to do one colourway, like all the blues or the pinks, you can do that. But if you want to bring in a few more, then don't be frightened to do it. And look, because of the length of the stems, you really can play about with this. Really, really easy. I'm going to start bringing in a few more, and like I say, tuck them in. Don't be frightened to tuck a few in, make it look a bit more organic. You can do that as well. So just adding these in. These are nice because they give you, I'm no florist, so I do apologise, I'm not sure what flowers they are, but these will add as fillers. So again, giving you that, still that little bit of transparency, but also giving you that style as well. Now I am going to add in a few more of the stones because I do feel we've got that little bit of whiteness there with the card. And this is where then you become creative. There's so much inspiration on the website, and it's such a, you know, I normally get to do the clean and simple. So being able to play with, you know, carnation, I'm thinking that would look nice with a, you know, my clean and simple, and I'm thinking I could add different bits in and it's going to work so well, which it definitely will. Now I've got my little squirrel as well. He's just going to sit on the edge. And again, you don't always have to put all the animals so they're all the way on there. You can have them hanging over the edge just to give you that bit more shape. So I'm just going to have him, can you see I've tucked him behind the strawberries, because again, you don't, even though you're layering, you want it to look real. So you want it to look like he's just sneaked up and he's just hiding behind them. Then I've got my little squirrel, and he's coming down the other way. Make sure you get them the right way round, because if you like I did the first few times, picked them up, I got them the wrong way round. So, you know, note to self, just have a little go. But because they're double-sided, it's genius. You can easily then recreate and pop together what you want. So I've just got my little squirrel just here. And again, I've just creased his tummy a little bit so he looks like he's that shape, like a wave. So he looks like he's actually moving. And then what we're going to do is just stick him onto there like so. But this is just genius. Then I've got some of the beautiful florals, and like with these, I like to take them to bits. I don't like to use it all sometimes. I do like to take little bits out, and this is where then I can add in extra bits just there. I can add extra bits in as fillers. I'm just going to open that up now, bear with me, and I'm going to just put a little bit. Hopefully you can see without my squirrel being in the way. I can then just add a little bit along the front. So use it as a garland as well. So you can use it lengthways, you can use it portrait, you can use it landscape, whichever way you want. But can you see now how that just dresses that a bit more, gives it that little bit more fullness. I've got my little birds as well. I'm going to use one of my little birds, and hopefully that will start you off on your journey with Floral Whispers, to show you how beautiful your cards can be. So I'm just going to move these little elements out that I've not used, so make it a little bit tidy for you. And then I'm going to pick this card up. Oh, there's my piece. There's a piece, gang, that I was looking for. So I knew we'd find it. I'm just going to stick this on to make it all neat and tidy, and we can then show you the finished element. So don't ever worry. Plus as well, if you're at home, you could always then just cut another piece if you couldn't find the piece that I'd lost. So, you know, you have got the element of time rather than me. So just adding those onto there. Always then at the base, just give these a little crease downwards. If you've been working on it and you tend to find then they're jumping a little bit, just give it a little bit of a crease. So then when we put this together, you can see, look at that now. You have got a beautiful, I'm just holding it because obviously with the glue as well, but look how fabulous you can make your cards. You've got movement, you've got inspiration, and then on the inside, you've got the balance and the decoration in there as well. So you imagine these on a wedding table or something like that. You could have somebody's initial on it, the place setting. These would be perfect. But you can't do this unless you have your Floral Whispers collection. We're very busy again this morning, so make sure you get yours. So let's take a look at the full collection so you know exactly what you've got in. If you have just joined us, thank you for joining us this morning here on Carnation Crafts TV, where we are bringing you the Floral Whispers collection. As you can see, it's a super large collection involving a 3D concept card. So we're taking it up another notch. You've got all the embellishments you could possibly need. You've also got your little characters. You've got your sentiment plaques in there as well for that phenomenal price that should be $139.99. But in the show today, we've got the show price of $99.99. But if you do buy the whole collection, including the magnets, you will also see behind, we will send you within 24 hours, but only if you buy the full collection, a second colorway available, specially designed in this collection as well. So we've got some special colorways that we can send out to you, so then you can see how phenomenally beautiful this range is. But just to give you that little bit more inspiration, I want you to see how fabulous these are, incorporating some of the elements that we've also got on the show. But look at these. These are the wow cards. These are the ones that you expect from Carnation Crafts that are going to give you that precedence over everybody else's cards because you've got that detail. But look at that, using some of the dies also we've got on the show, you can make different shaped cards. But this one, look at that. 2 pieces of the trellis just put on slightly different to make the card really come to life, giving it dimension and shape. So not just always using it in the concept way, but also using it in different ways. And the design teams and everybody do this so well. And I have to say, these are stunning. I was thrilled when I got the chance to be able to work with these because, like I say, sometimes I see the shows and I think, oh, I'd love to have a little play with that. But you can see how fabulous your cards are going to be. But like I say, very, very busy now for the Floral Whispers main collection. $99.99 for you today on our website, carnationcrafts.uk. Have a look on there because obviously there is the perfect papers, which I can show you, which go with the vignettes perfectly and give you the colours and the designs that you want. But we have got the perfect papers on there as well, and they are $14.99 in there. You get 48 sheets as always, so that's giving you that perfect finish and coordination with all of your cards, so you can do that. Let's do another demo, shall we? Demo time. So I love doing this, showing you the different things that you can do with this collection. Now this one, look at me, I'm getting all messy, I'll be in trouble. Now with this time I've used part of the circle collection. So for this demo, just to show you, I have actually used the flowing edge circle. You get all 5, so don't worry. Big super size. You get all 6, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why is there 5 only on the screen? There's a circle. There is 6, but I could only see 5. I do apologise, team. There is actually 6. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you actually get all 6 in there. 250, 210. You get all 6 sets for £109.99 in there. But check out the website and you'll see how fabulous they are. Now with this one, I wanted to use it as my card blank. So I'm going to use this as well. Now with this one as well, you can see I've used the largest one, and this is going to be my card blank shape. So all you've got to do is then just swivel them round so they line up. And you'll see with this one, I've just put like ½ an inch score line. This is going to be my card blank base, which is genius because there's nothing worse sometimes if you're just putting these on a square card, you lose that shape. You're wanting to keep that. Then I've cut the next size, all using 350 GSM cardstock, available on the website as well. This is one of the palest shades. It's like a sugared almond tone that is in Your Perfect Papers. And then this one has got a very, very fine stripe. You might not be able to see it on camera, but it's got a very fine stripe. But look how beautiful the colour palette works with that, and how it brings out those greens. It makes it pop. So do look at how your colours will all go together. So this is showing you your fantastic collection. The Floral Whispers can be used. Hang on, let me line this up. There we go. You can use this just to make cards as well. It doesn't have to be the 3D ones if you don't want them to be. You can change this as well. So I've got finger lift tape on the back, but if you want to, obviously you can use your glue gels, your foam pads, whatever you want. Have a look on the website though for your glues and adhesives. They are all on there also. And don't forget to get your download, your vignettes. If you've ordered, you know, some of the dies, don't forget to go and get those, but you only get the bonus one, which is worth $9.99 for free if you buy the full collection. So me being me, I'd be like, oh, I want it, I love it, I want it in a different colourway, so I'd have to have the full kit. It will be emailed to you within 24 hours, so don't worry. You can't get it otherwise, so just bear that in mind. That is a special, special thing that they've done for this collection. So just twisting that round so you can see instantly I've got a very, very pretty card. It could just have a sentiment on there, whatever you want to do. So I do apologise, my hair is falling out terrible last few days, and it change of season, I think. So I've got rogue bits everywhere. Now, this is the beautiful vines. They are normally straight, but you'll notice I've just creased mine because I wanted to shape it and give it more of a shape, okay, which you can do without cutting it. So all I'm going to do is mould that and shape that to give it that beautiful draped arch on my card. Adding a little bit more of the everyday glue. This is fantastic when you are doing pieces like this because you can just put the glue where you need it. So all I'm going to do is just add a few dib-dabs on the back of here, and this then will give us application and make sure that you have got that precise positioning of your glue. And like I say, because I've moulded it and shaped it a little bit, I can fold it around a little bit more, and that's just going to hold and shape there. So don't always think just because there's straight lines. Yes, you can make a fantastic square or rectangle frame with this, but or a DL, but if you want to, do think outside the box and start experimenting and moulding it and making it the shape that you want it to be. So that there, you could use that if you wanted to and you got more time. Yes, you could cut bits out and you could thread it through the little pieces and entwine it a little bit more. But obviously time is of essence with us as always here, so please bear with me. Now what I am going to do is I've got one of the hearts as well. We're going to use this. This is going to be sat in the centre of our card, but it needs grounding, so I am going to add a little bit of the grasses here as well, so the heart will just then be protruding out of there. Can you see? So let's add the little grasses onto there, and this then is going to make sure then we've got, you know, the details covered. But I love the circle shape because it looks like we're going into the forest or into a glen. You're just like peeking through the trees and you can see the imagery there. So just adding this in. Then I've got this fantastic heart, and I have to say, you know, even if you cut it in gold mirror board or something like that as well, it would be great for you to actually use just as Valentine's Day, link two together. I'd really bring those in, but just super nice to have that like squashed heart, and I do think it looks really modern but yet classic. You've got the best of both worlds with this one. Now again with this, I do feel I need to give that little bit more fullness to the bottom. So this is where now I'm going to start bringing in the baskets, okay? Now with these, I am going to use a little bit of my glue gel because I need a little bit of height and dimension. I've actually got three. I've got two different sizes of the baskets on here. And what I'm going to do is curve those. But thank you to everybody who's with us this morning. It's great to know that you're all there as well on the Facebook and obviously on YouTube. It's nice to have you there, so thank you. And a lot of you are saying that you've got your orders and everything, so well done for getting those, and I bet you can't wait to start crafting because I know I would. As soon as I got this kit, I was like, oh, open the box, let's have a go. And like I say, it's something different for me to use as well, so it's really exciting. Now you can see there, I've added those in so it looks, and what I've done is set the bottom one slightly lower so it curves upwards. I've also got some of the little stones, and I'm just gonna add those as well, because that again just gives it that grounding and that dimension, so the baskets don't look like they're just hanging on the front of the card. So don't be frightened to put pieces in front of pieces and things like that as well, because that makes it look a little bit like a stone wall. That was my thought process. So, and you know, end of the day, if you're thinking, well, I ain't got a thought process, I just go with it. You go with it. Don't be frightened to do that either. But sometimes I just be like, right, I want a wall there and I want that. And I try and create an image in my head before I start. And then all I'm doing is just layering these across here. I've got these extra bits here, and this bit, I just thought it adds a bit of texture. This is the nest, I'm not going to lie to you, this is that beautiful nest. So I'm just going to add that at the base of the heart, so we've got that there. I've also got my florals, let's put a few of these in, and we're going to stick these into here, again giving that backdrop that little bit more dimension, a little bit of colour, and because I've used that 3D glue gel, I can just tuck these in, and this is still going to look as beautiful. Let's just take a little bit off the stems there, because you've got that snippability with the sizing of them this time, which really does make it a great application when you're putting your flowers in. But you know, you can be your own florist with this, you can be your own designer. So if you've always wanted to be a florist, I'm not being funny, this is a great way to have a little go. So I'm just popping that into there, a little bit more glue, and I can build this up like so. I need to add a little bit more this side, because this side needs a little bit more balance. So I'm putting this in here, and you can see I'm not making it like for like, because sometimes your cards can then look too structured. Like I've got two of the blue ones this side, but I've got different shaped flowers that side. I've still got the same width, but it's a slightly different texture, so don't be frightened to do those. Now, because I've got the red strawberries at the bottom, I felt it was missing a little bit of colour. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take those bits off, take the stem off all together. And what I do then is just put these in the top, okay? Because this, again, brings the colour and makes it look more like a wreath. Can you see? So they're just now sat in there. I'm then just going to add the little blue one in the top. But this one, I'm going to have it facing that way. Okay, so again, we've got all that colour and design. Then I've got my little birds. We need to have the little birds because these are just in the nest, and she's just like looking up at him, and it's their anniversary, and she's pretty happy with herself. So he's brought us something nice. So there we go. Let's just stack that little bird. I'm just going to put him slightly behind that flower. So again, we're giving that shape and dimension. So let's turn this round and show you how easy it was to make that. And you've got that lovely design on there again, and you can see with that heart, it just hovers in the background. The birds are the main focal, all the floral aspects, but look how we've utilized all the different shapes to give you that fantastic look. And again, it is a beautiful, beautiful collection. I know we always say this, but I find that the artwork with Carnation Crafts just gets better and better and better. Now, let's have a look at the main kit. Now, I need to give you a little bit of an update on the main collection. Now, over 45% of this collection has now gone. So you can see how busy we've been again this morning. This is the first show of the day here at Carnation Crafts. We will be back at 1 o'clock, but this is your Floral Whispers collection. You have got everything from a 3D dimensional card right through to the embellishments, to tag frames, to characters, embellishments and more. So you can see how incredible these are going to look when you have got all these out on your crafting station. Plus the amount of people that will stop and say how beautiful your cards are when you've made them for them. And if you want to make and sell, you can do so, but you're going to need the kit. So $99.99 available on Carnation Crafts TV website. Have a look on there, and your item number is 250201, and everything is on there for you to be able to get. Plus you're getting the magnets in there, and if you do purchase the whole collection with that item number, you will then also receive in the background, this one just here, you will receive the second colorway for free worth $9.99. It will be emailed out to you if you buy the full collection, and you will receive it within 24 hours. So that is a Billy bonus, because you've got even different colorways in there than to take you throughout the years. This would be great for Mother's Day as well. So lots and lots of beautiful things. But just to show you a few more, you know, bit more inspiration and things like that. But look at these cards. What a wow factor these have got. They do open up because you've got your magnets in there that we've put in the kit if you get the full kit, or just this shape card on its own. But do remember, like I said to you before, they will start to bow a little bit. Just pinch the base down and that will make them stand upright. But this one, look at the inside. Look at that. It's got that amazing heart on there. And you've got the squirrels chasing around the heart. How beautiful. That could just be a topper alone on a card, but to have it on the inside, this is like having an ornament. It's like giving somebody a beautiful ornamented gift for somebody to have in their home, just by using the floral flourishes. The cards are incredible, now incorporating it more into a card blank, but using some of the fantastic dies, also the nesting ones that we have on the show. But look at that. The freshness, the crispness that these images and colours are going to give to you are just amazing. I love how that's like a hybrid. They've mixed in the beautiful collection, the Floral Whispers, with also using the flowing edge dies. And this is how fab your cards can be too. But like I say, head over to, oh, hang on. I had got it the right way around. Sorry, I saw that squirrel. I thought it was upside down. If you go to, obviously, Facebook and places like that, there is the inspiration. Do join the Carnation Crafts group there. They're a fabulous group of ladies that will then show you their inspiration and share with tips and hints. And, you know, share your makes on there too. But honestly, so busy for the extra dies that are on your screen as well. 250210. Shall we do another demo? Let's do that. Let's do another one. So just bear with. Let's get this out. So this time I have then gone back to using this, but this time I've kind of doubled it up, shall we say. So let's just move all the bits around so I can see what I'm going to do. So now with this, because me being me, as you know, I get a little bit carried away and I want to be like, oh, I'll try this, I'll try that. So what I wanted to do, again, always start with that shape, okay? If you do it that way, you're going to be struggling. Always start that way, and then you're going to know which way then you can put your pieces. Now, I got a bit carried away because I'm wheeling, you know what I'm like. And what we're going to do is we're going to put one on every side, okay? And it's going to be, you know, you're thinking, where is she going with this? But it will come together, okay? This one is more an actual, I would say, a centerpiece. This is not something that you're going to keep folding down and folding out. This is just something a bit different, and you know me, I like to be different. So I'm going to take my piece to that. This is the only time I'm using wet glue, because obviously I might need to get a little bit of a wiggle with this. So again, taking this bit, I'm going to pop that onto there, but all the workings will be hidden underneath. So I'm putting that onto that piece. But I'm not worried about the alignment too much here, because it will align at the top. So don't, you know, panic, and your pretty little heads, it will be fine, okay? Because this has got that abstract 3D dimensional shape to it. It's not meant to be square. And shall I tell you where I got my inspiration from for this? The Eiffel Tower. Now, you're looking at these bits like I did, and I thought, oh, it's a bit like the Eiffel Tower. So, yeah, are you with me? So, or the Blackpool Tower, whichever. I've got more chance of going to Blackpool, I'm just saying. But with this, that's where I just saw, you know, I look at, everybody's different. I looked at this and just thought, oh, looks like the Eiffel Tower. I've got to make it look like the Eiffel Tower. So that's where my inspiration come from. Everybody's different, so just bear with me. Now, I'm going to turn this over because I want to cover my workings. Okay, so all I'm going to do is add another piece of card the same size over the bottom, and that's going to reinforce it, but it's also going to hide any of the sticky bits, which I don't like. So it looks neat straight away. So the designers are probably having an issy fit right now, and they're thinking, what is she doing? But you know, this is me, and I see shapes different to other people. So let's just add this onto here, but all will become clear in the end. So just, you know, everybody stay with me. So now using some of the Perfect papers, and this is that beautiful green and white dot on there. These are Perfect papers. That's got a green and white spot. It's beautiful. Then I've got a plain piece. Okay, so we're going to add this over there. And then I'm going to start building this up from the inside out. Okay, so, right, this was my other thinking as well. I got 2 of these. I know they are, obviously, you've got the reverse on there, but I thought if I actually stuck 2 together, and the bottom bit, if I sprayed that out, that would then actually stand in the centre. So that's where we're going with that, in case you're thinking, I'm not sure why she's off with this. But you'll see when we do it. Now, this is the thing when I'm creating. I'll have a play, I'll have a go and see if it works. If you don't want to use your vignettes and you're worried thinking, well, I don't want to print it and waste it, just cut it out in normal paper first, copy of paper. Have a go, because sometimes I'll admit I do that. I will have a little go with copy of paper first to see if my idea will work, because I know what I'm like. So you can see I've got all my pieces there. This now is going to sit in the centre. I'm going to hold that, and that's going to glue down, because what I've done is instead of leaving the other bits flat, I'm using those as my anchor to actually anchor down those pieces onto there. Then we're going to start decorating the outside as well. So I've got those. I've got these beautiful florals and everything, so I'm just going to take, bear with, I'm going to take these little bits here, and I'm just going to add, again with this, what I did with these is I folded these down as well. So again, they will stand on their own little base. Yes, you have got that barrel that's in the little barrel and everything that's in there, but I wanted to do that on there. So we'll just add in a few of the little flowers. Just let me quickly put these in, because I know we're getting a little bit short of time now, so I need to perhaps work a little bit quicker. But if you think, well, she's whizzing along, yes, I am. But you'll take your time when you're doing this at home. So I'm just going to put a few of these onto here. So bear with me. I'm going to put a little flower at the top just there as well. So already we've got that little centre piece in the middle. Can you see? So it's about just having that little bit of transparency in the centre. Now, let's start decorating the outside, okay? So I've got some of these to add onto here. So I'm going to work quite quick, team, all right? So bear with me. It'll be like Superman's card, this one. So add in a little bit of glue, and this is just going to sit onto there, okay? Yes, if you're at home, you can decorate all the way round this one. You can add as much as you want or as little as you want. I just thought if I can just decorate as much as I can in the time that I've got with you, we'll do that. Okay, so just adding this onto here. Now, that beautiful centerpiece, I'm going to show you this, because this is very crucial. This die has got an amazing centerpiece, and out of all the little bits, that was what I needed, okay? Because I'm not using my magnets, we're going to use this once we glue it together, once we get the top bit all done. And you'll be like, wow. So sometimes just look at the bits that you have got, rather than looking for bits that you want. Just have a look within the collection, and something will just be there, and you'll be like, I'm just going to snip that bit. That bit is just what I need, because that is going to be my little bit on top. So all I'm doing with this is just going round, and obviously you need to let these dry before you're adding more and more bits on. I'm just going a bit gun-ho, as always. So now, as you can see, I have snipped down again some of these beautiful floral elements. We're just going to start gluing these on a little bit haphazardly. Can you see? So that's just going to be on there like so. Bit more glue. Come on, Dawny. Bit more glue. Are we all right for time, team? What we got? We're all right. Okay. But don't miss out on this collection. Like I say, we will be back later on with everything as well. But just keep going. Just keep adding in all your extra bits and just work this together. I've got glue all over my fingers as well because I'm rushing, but yours will come together. I like to show you as many different ways of using things. I'm not one of these who'll just say, oh, just do this, do that. I like to show you what I envision. And sometimes you can look at something like I do. Everybody works different. Some people just go on measurements. Some people just go by eye. But like with me, sometimes it's about oh, yeah, I see that as the Eiffel Tower, or different things like that, which can really make such a change to your cards, your projects and things like that. So I'm just snipping these down, and we're going to start filtering a few more of these in. Like I say, I wish I had a lot more time to show you with this one, but you'll get the gist. You'll get the gist, and that's what I want. So start adding these in, because it is a thing of beauty, and you want to take your time, and you want to really experience it. And I'll be honest, these, you know, when you make them, you'll be like, I don't want to give that away. I want that. Because you will become a little bit, you know, choosy with it as well. But I'm just going to add a few more bits on there as well. So nearly, obviously, like I say, I've got so many more pieces to put in. But how long have we got? Have we still got time, team? Oh, we've got 5 minutes. I've got time to still put a few more in. But like I say, at home, take more time than I'm doing. I'm just quickly doing this because I wanted to show you the idea and where I was going. So I'm just gonna finish this front bit, and then I can do the top bit, and then I can show you where I was going and what my thoughts were. So just adding a few more of these, and I put that piece down. I don't know what I've done with it now, gang. I've done it again. You know the piece I showed you that's there, it is. I've got it. I was panicking then. I thought, oh, we've lost that. Right, so adding these on, layering them in and giving it a little bit more colour. So they're all on there. But like I say, you can see I've still got a lot more bits. We could add a lot more to that. But I want to get this top bit done to show you how I fastened it. So all I'm going to do now is double glue. Hang on, got a bit much there. Got a bit giddy there, didn't I? So using that there. One on top. This one is going to go underneath. Like so. Because I wanted it to look like a bit like a pagoda as well. Do you know what I mean? That kind of, or like a rose arbor. Do they call it a rose arbor, I think? So you can see I've got that there. So just hold that, let that glue and stay. Now this, I don't mind if it bows a little bit because I quite like that effect with this. Then all I'm doing is that little piece I said to you that is key is then going to sit on the top. So that's going to decorate that bit. So it makes it look pretty. So, like I say, I'll show you from the front so you can see. But I haven't decorated it as much as I'd like. But look at that. Can you see what I mean? So it makes it more of like a basket. So you imagine those, again, wedding tables, things like that. It's your own little garden, but you've got that beautiful heart. Like I say, I've got my squirrel to add in. I've got all sorts. But you know what level you can take it to. I'm just giving you the basis now for you to see the potential with this incredible kit. But that, again, it's just a different design. It's a different thought process. And you know what I'm like, I can't just leave it as it is. I always like to try and do something different for you. So just add in, cut all your bits. You might have bits left over from other collections with flowers. Add those in. This is really going to give you all that inspiration and more. Now with this one, obviously you can see it is a beautiful collection. This is the latest one we are bringing to you. This is the Floral Whispers collection. It's got an amazing amount of 3D dimensional card elements in there. You've got your florals, you've got those beautiful hearts. The embellishments in here are incredible as always. You've got the grasses, you've got those beautiful birds in there as well, and the squirrels. But then you have got that beautiful ornate look with those designer elements that you can bring into this. You are getting your magnets as well. If you obviously purchase the whole collection, you get your magnets in with it, or if you just buy the 3D frame, you will get the magnets with it as well. But the extra bonus here is if you purchase the full collection, everything you see here, you will also get then the extra set of vignettes, which are worth $9.99 in a different colorway, emailed to you as well. But you have to buy the full collection to do that. There is vignettes already in the collection if you want to go and get those, but if you're wanting a different colorway to take your kits to go even further, this is going to be the one for you. It's got such a lovely feel to it, and as you've seen, the inspiration is just going to keep coming with this one. You can make and sell as well, but you do need to head over to the website. Item number is 250201. It's all available on there. Also, your downloads, go to the free download section, but also all your glues, your adhesives and more. So do check that out on there as well. But honestly, I have to say a massive thank you as always for everybody who's been with me today. We've had a great time. Lots and lots of different things we're going to be showing you as well. Different demos in the next hour, which we are up at 1 o'clock. So make sure you join us at 1 o'clock, and that's where the fun all starts again. So make sure you go and have your lunch, come back, and we will be here for you. But everything is available on the website, so do hop over there as quick as you can to make sure you get yours, because over 45% of the stock has already gone. But honestly, thank you again to the team, and I will then see you at 1 o'clock. So make sure you join us then. See you in a little while. Take care. Bye bye.